If you've been hunting for true project cars, the kind you can still find under $1,000, this list will surprise you. From forgotten Mustangs and Camaros to VW Beetles, Pontiacs, and even a '40s Willys Jeep packed with extra parts, these are rough rides with big stories. Most of them aren't running, some don't even roll, but that's the reality of budget classics today, and it's what makes this lineup so interesting. Let's dive in and take a closer look at 10 junkyard-level finds that just might be worth rescuing. Number 1 is a 1966 Ford Mustang Coupe. We're kicking things off with one of the most iconic classics out there, a 1966 Ford Mustang Coupe. This one was built right in San Jose, California, and it's the real deal, an all-original 200 cubic inch inline-six car. The VIN is verified, so you know what you're looking at. Now, this Mustang isn't running, and it definitely needs a full restoration. The body shows some rust, the title is missing, and it's been sitting for a long while. But the good news is, it comes with all the original parts, even if some are disassembled. The glass is intact, the interior is present, and everything comes along with the sale. At just $1,000 or best offer, this is strictly a project, but for a true Mustang enthusiast or a parts collector, it's an affordable starting point. Number 2 is a 1980 Ford F-150 Custom 4x4. Next up, we've got a working man's truck. A 1980 Ford F-150 Custom 4x4, this one is a manual transmission pickup. With a clean title showing just over 78,000 miles on the odometer, though it probably rolled over at least once. The truck does run, but it takes some effort to get it going. There are issues with the front suspension, starting problems, accelerator issues, and some body damage. But on the flip side, it has good tires, and that classic Ford engine still fires when you get it running. For $1,000, this is not a daily driver, but more of a fixer-upper that someone could bring back to life with time and work. Number 3 is a 1980 BMW 528i Sedan, offered for just $400. This one has been sitting outside for 25 years straight, and it really shows. The paint is covered in lichen from all those years out in the weather, though the seller thinks most of that would wash off. Despite the condition, the car is complete. The engine is in place, the trim is there, and even the original alloy wheels are in great shape with no curb rash. The interior is intact, the glass is mostly good aside from a cracked windshield, and the owner's manual is still in the glove box. There is some rust around the front from sitting out, but the underside is said to be solid. The big drawback? No title. This is definitely a project or parts car, but at $400, it's one of the cheapest complete classics you'll see. Number 4 takes us back to the early '60s with this 1962 Pontiac Bonneville. Listed at $1,000 with a clean title, this one isn't running and is really being sold as a project or for parts. It comes with the original 389 cubic inch V8 and an automatic transmission still in the car, plus a spare 1976 Pontiac 400 engine with a turbo 400 transmission included in the deal. The odometer is broken, and the car has its share of wear after so many decades. This is not a quick fix, but for someone wanting to tackle a big '60s Pontiac project, it's a budget entry point with extra drivetrain parts included. we've got a pre-war classic, a 1940 Dodge luxury liner with those signature suicide doors. This sedan still wears its original paint and interior, though the car is partially disassembled. The nose and engine were removed years ago, but the original motor was rebuilt and stored indoors, so it comes along with the car. There are also extra manual transmissions included, though the seller isn't sure which belong to the Dodge. The odometer shows just over 44,000 miles, believed to be original based on the condition of the interior. Rust is present around the front, but from the doors back, the car looks pretty solid. This one hasn't been on the road since the 1990s, and only one wheel rolls freely, so it'll have to be dragged onto a trailer. Priced at $1,000 with a clean title, it's a true vintage project for someone who loves these late 30s, early 40s Dodges. Number 6. 1979 Chevrolet Camaro. Now here's a car that still makes people stop and look. A second-generation 1979 Chevrolet Camaro. This one's being sold for $1,000 with a clean title, though it's registered as non-op. The body is brown, automatic transmission, and the odometer has rolled over. The seller says it would be perfect for a serious build, maybe a turbo LS swap or another high-performance project. But let's be clear, in its current condition, this is not a driver. It's a rolling shell that needs a full rebuild from top to bottom. Number 7. 1973 Volkswagen Beetle. Coming in at just $700, here's a 1973 VW Beetle. The seller is honest, it's not running, and you'll need a trailer to haul it out. The car has a clean title and a manual transmission, and while the body has a custom paint job, it's definitely showing its age. This is one of those cars where you'll either restore it into a fun little cruiser, or you'll use it as a donor for parts. At this price, it's about as budget as a project car gets. Number 8. 1964 Dodge Dart. Up next, a 1964 Dodge Dart with a unique push-button automatic transmission. It's all there, but the condition means you're definitely bringing a trailer. The title is missing, which could be a hassle depending on your state. Still, for Mopar fans, these early 60s Darts are quirky, lightweight, and have a following. For $1,000, this is a solid base for a project, provided you're willing to tackle the paperwork and the mechanical work ahead. Number 9. 1965 Ford F600 Firewood Boom Truck, priced at just $500 in Rexford. This old workhorse was built for hauling and lifting, set up with a boom for handling firewood. It's got a manual transmission, a clean title, but the odometer is broken. From the looks of it, the truck has seen many hard-working years and is definitely in project condition. At this price, it could serve as a unique restoration, a parts donor, or even a farm-use rig if you've got the skills to bring it back to life. And number 10, 1946 Willys Jeep CJ2A project. Closing out today's lineup is a genuine post-war classic, a 1946 Willys Jeep CJ2A project, priced at $1,000 cash firm. This Jeep was bought at an estate sale years ago, but the seller hasn't had time to touch it. It's a mix of original and donor parts. You get the original Jeep 4-cylinder, a rebuilt 1971 Jeep 225 V6, plus multiple transmissions including a T98, a T90A, and even a Dana 1.8 transfer case. On top of that, it comes with a pile of parts like brakes, exhaust, a fuel tank, and more. The Jeep will need complete assembly and restoration, but it's a treasure trove of vintage Jeep pieces. And that's the full lineup of junk and project classics for today. From Mustangs and Camaros to Beetles, and even that 1946 Willys Jeep packed with parts. Some of these are barely more than rolling shells. Others have solid bones waiting for the right person to bring them back to life. If you had the space, the tools, and the time, which one of these would you drag home and start wrenching on first? Drop your pick down in the comments. I'd love to hear your take. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to check back soon. We'll have more rough but fascinating finds, always keeping an eye out for what's out there for under $1,000 bucks. Until next time, this is Kingna. See you in the next one.